You know you need to create content. You know visibility matters for your business. But here's the thing, creating visuals usually means one of two things. Either you hire someone or you spend hours in design tools trying to make something look polished. Well, what if I told you there's a way to create professional carousel content in about 10 minutes? No design skills, no hiring someone, just ramble, organize, create. In this training, I'm going to show you exactly how. Hey, I'm Michelle Anderson. I'm here to help you stop filming content all day and start working smarter. For years, I spent hours creating graphics, either starting from scratch using Photoshop or sitting in Canva trying to make things match. But then something changed. The new Gemini 3. And honestly, it made this whole process a breeze. See, Gemini doesn't just generate pretty images, it understands your brand and it keeps everything consistent across a series. And it works with you to tweak things on the fly. No more clicking through dozens of tools. So, I built a workflow that turns your thoughts into organized visual content in a fraction of the time. It's fast, it's consistent, and it's become my go to whenever I need polished content quickly. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So, the first step is you're just going to talk. Voice memo, voice transcription, whatever. No editing, no perfecting, just get it out. You're going to open up something like ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how that works, but then you're just going to talk to it. Now, why do I use ChatGPT for this? This is usually my go to. I go between different models, different platforms, but I find that ChatGPT is really great if I just want to brain dump, and it's able to allow me to just talk and record and turn it into a transcription. Some of the other models, they cut you off. So I just find ChatGPT is the best for this. So, and how you can do this is that you just click on this little microphone. Don't do this part. This is more like if you want to have a back and forth conversation. If you click on this little microphone, you can just, then it'll start listening to you. And once you're done, it'll actually transcribe all of what you just said. So just to show you what that looks like, so you click on this microphone and you just start talking to it. You might have to initially give it some access. And what I often do is if I need to break, if I have a lot to say, so let's say I want to create content around a certain concept, I'm just going to start talking. But first, I might say, hey, I'm going to tell you I'm going to break it down into a few transcripts. Don't do anything until I tell you what I need from you. So just listen, just transcribe it. And then I would just start talking. And when I'm done, I'm going to just click on the arrow there, and then it's going to take everything I just said, transcribe it. Here, you can go and edit it before you want. If you want to send it, if it did something wrong, click send. So this is just a really fast way because we tend to talk a lot faster than we type, and it's just a lot easier. So what I did was I just started brain dumping, saying, well, I want to create a carousel about this. It gave me an idea. I read through it and I thought, well, I really want to tweak this. So then I talked to it some more. So you might have a little bit of back and forth, just telling it until you tweak it what you want. Now, my ChatGPT has already been trained on my business, so this actually makes it a lot easier. And I'm going to be creating a training on how you can actually train your ChatGPT so that it can give you really tailored results. So that's coming out soon. So I went back and forth here until I got what I wanted. And so the next step is I'm going to let me get rid of this here. I'm going to take my master prompt, starting creating a series. Now, because this is a carousel image, I want that at the beginning of the prompt. Create a series of 7 square carousel slides. And it's giving global rules. So let's see how it does with this one. I did ask it to put it individual prompts, but all right, so I'm going to take this master prompt and I'm going to head over to the Google AI Studio. Now, there's a couple different ways to access Nano Banana Pro in the AI Studio or in the Gemini app. Uh, and I find that for what this is, the Google AI Studio actually works a little bit better. You can do it in Gemini as well, but it tends to sometimes not do all of the slides all at once. And even in AI Studio, sometimes, I'm just going to warn you, sometimes it doesn't do it all at once, but it's still way faster than creating these things from scratch. So the first time you go to aistudio.google.com and you want to use Nano Banana Pro, it is going to ask you to put an API key in. I'm going to create a separate little video on that. Don't worry, it's not hard to do, but it does ask for billing information. Don't be worried about that either. It is super, super, super cheap. So once you have that set up, then you have access to Nano Banana Pro. The advantage of using the Google AI Studio with an API key also is that you don't need to mess with watermarks, which is a really good benefit. So now I'm going to put my entire prompt in here. This is the whole master prompt. I'm going to choose my aspect ratio, which I'm going to do 4.3 for these. I'm going to keep the resolution to only 1000. It's enough, I think, for this purpose. And I've got create a series of 7 square. I don't want it one by one, so let's take the aspect ratio out. We can actually take it out because we've put it in the. I think one thing I would like create each slide separately. Create each slide as a separate image. All right, so let's run. Now, this might take a little bit of time. You can actually go like this and see how it is thinking and how it's working through the prompt. Okay, and we're just waiting for it. So sometimes it might just be a matter of also walking away for a little bit, coming back and seeing what it does. All right, you can see here that it is creating the slides for me one by one, and then I can just download them. And that's it. From a rambling voice memo to a polished carousel in about 10 minutes. So here's what I want you to notice. You didn't have to know what you wanted to say. You didn't have to hire someone. You didn't have to spend hours in design tools. You just talked and the system organized it for you. And the new Gemini, it handles the visuals for you. And you might need a little bit of tweaking, but it does most of the heavy lifting for you. And here's where it gets really powerful. This exact same workflow works for any content type. Presentation slides, same process. Social media captions, same process. Email sequences, lead magnets, same thing. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to use this brain dump to execution method for literally any content you need to create. So if you found this useful, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want the full system, the knowledge base setup, the AI tools, the templates, everything, join our community on Facebook, AI for Business and Life Female Founders. The link is in the description. Go make your carousel. You got this.